My husband and I loved each other very much. But just as most couples, we would get in arguments. Our biggest argument always revolved around a single disagreement. Children. I wanted children. He did not. As the years passed, I had hoped he would eventually come around and warm up to the idea of having children. But he remained stubborn and wouldn't change his mind. I reminded him that if we waited too much longer, we'd never be able to conceive a child of our own. But he didn't seem to care. I even suggested adoption and fostering children, but he wouldn't hear it.
You're not fit to be a mother!
His cruel words burned into my memory. I loved him. Why would he say such a thing? I wanted to carry a baby. I wanted to have a life inside of me, a little piece of him inside of me. I love my husband, and he wouldn't have the right to keep me from doing this. No one can stop me. I threw out my birth control pills and I sabotaged his condoms as I prepared to seduce my husband into a frenzy and lovemaking and passion. My husband knew I was desperate for the chance to have a life inside of me, discover my plan, and reject my advances. My own husband said I was crazy, said that I was becoming possessed and losing my mind. I love him so much. How could he say those horrid things to me? I'm his loving wife. That night I cried. I cried so hard in all of my life. He didn't have the right to do this. I would have the life I so craved. It took me a week, but I had my next plan ready. This plan was foolproof. There would be nothing he could do about it. This time, he wouldn't stop me. After he returned home from work, I offered him a beer after slipping a dose of crushed sleeping pills into the drink. Of course, he didn't taste any of the medicine as he greedily downed the offered beer. Within 20 minutes, he was in a deep sleep, practically unconscious. I dragged my husband into our bedroom and onto the bed. I stripped off his clothes and began kissing his body all over.
You can't take this from me.
I whispered into his ear as he remained blissfully unaware of what was about to happen to him. Hours passed as I had my way with his body. He didn't awaken from his drug-induced slumber. Not once did he feel my warm lips pressing constantly against his cool skin, enjoying every sensation I felt as I carefully finished my tasks. The bed sheets were soaked from my nightly activity, but the fluid wasn't sweat. It was blood. My husband's blood.